All right, let's continue our golfing around equipment review. Well, with the golf shoe that has stormed the world of golf. If you watch the Golf Channel, you've seen the advertisements for SQAIRZ golf shoes. Right there, man. The new Velos. The new Velos. SQAIRZ golf shoes. Well, they've won all kind of awards from Golf Digest as the best golf shoe several years running. They've been the golfing around, well, the first year we ever reviewed them, they were our equipment review winner of the year. They're our golf shoe winner every single year. I can't say enough about SQAIRZ. Change your shoes, change your game is their motto. And it's absolutely the truth. The technology that has gone into SQAIRZ, look, they weren't just put together haphazardly and thrown together. And there's a reason they're called SQAIRZ. You see that big squared off area and the width of the shoe. The width of the shoe. That's where it all starts with SQAIRZ golf shoes. It's really easy. Bob, who invented them, came up with a great idea and a great thought. He must have been having a drink one day and he said, you know what? Traditional golf shoes are cramming my toes in there like that, right? By the end of the round, your feet hurt, the blood's been cut off. So I'm gonna make a squarer, wider shoe. Let your toes spread out a little bit. Then what they found, that you have a solid base underneath your feet, that you are actually getting 8 to 12 yards off your drives. Not kidding. Scientific research. When you make those kind of claims that you'll drive the ball further, somebody's gonna call you on it and do scientific studies. And that's what has happened. People have gone to launch monitors, let you play with your old shoes, put on a pair of SQAIRZ, and you are hitting the ball further. There is a base because of the wide base on them. I gotta tell you, it's a simple thing, but it's an incredible thing. If you're like I am, and you have a bad lower back, golf is probably the last thing your orthopedic surgeon wants you doing. But I'm never gonna quit golfing because I love my SQAIRZ golf shoes and they've helped me. At the end of the round, my lower back doesn't hurt. Bending over, well, you know, you get older, it's kind of hard to put the ball in the ground with the tee. You struggle at it. We saw Mr. Nicholas at the Masters this year struggle with it. And tying your shoes, man, it's a pain in the butt. What SQAIRZ has done is they've put these little nubs on the shoelaces. Those nubs keep the shoelace in place for the duration of the round. It doesn't allow it to slip. It doesn't allow it to slip. So when you think of SQAIRZ, they've made a wider shoe, the shoelaces stay in place, and the comfort factor alone is incredible on SQAIRZ. Again, scientific research has supported their claims that the ball goes further for your tee shots because you're on a stable base. There's number one. You can't argue with science. Number two, Golf Digest has given them their golf shoe of the year. And can you imagine how many golf shoes come out every single year? That's a heck of a prestigious award. We here at Golfing Around and the Team USA National Championships, where amateur golfers like you win a trip to Scotland or Ireland, well, I gotta proudly say that SQAIRZ is our golf shoe sponsor, and the guys love them, and they're like me. Look, I have like 4 pairs of SQAIRZ now. I will never wear another golf shoe. Check out SQAIRZ golf shoes. The new Velos are incredible as well because guess what? Every single year, SQAIRZ gets better. This is a combination of, well, I'm not gonna call it a running shoe, but the technology that goes into a good training shoe combined with a golf shoe, combined with technology to help you hit the ball further, to be more comfortable. So do yourself, your feet, your drive distance, your lower back, your body, and invest in a pair of SQAIRZ golf shoes. I'm telling you, the science is accurate, the awards are real. My testimonial about my SQAIRZ Velos, nobody's ever taking these from me. You'll get into a fist fight if you try to take my SQAIRZ. Wasting away again in Margaritaville, and trust me, my golf game is as bad as my singing. You know, Jimmy Buffett left us last year and he left quite the legacy. One of the famous lines that I love, he wrote and he sang, you know, I love afternoon golf and Cajun martinis. Yeah, Buffett did golf. In fact, I saw a picture of him recently at Augusta. So Jimmy Buffett was a huge golf fan. It's not surprising, a couple years ago, they came out with the Margaritaville Play 9 golf shoes. Play 9, man. I mean, when you think of Jimmy Buffett, you think about golfing. Well, you think about just relaxing and have a good time. These are beautiful golf shoes, and the company that makes them has been making shoes for the last several years, and the Margaritaville Play 9 golf shoes. Shoes are very comfortable. Look at that. They're like a loafer. They're like a golf loafer. Great traction on the bottom, great coloring, Margaritaville logo right there for you parrot heads. Inside you've got some great patterns going on. But the thing about the Margarita golf shoes, I wore them, play around to golf in. I gotta tell you, very comfortable, very comfortable. Not only during the round of golf, but also when you're on the 19th hole or going to your boat or going down to the beach, you can wear them there. Really love everything about them. Stylish, comfortable, lightweight. You gotta try the Play 9 Margaritaville golf shoes. If you're a parrot head, well, you know what? And you play golf, you gotta get the Margaritaville Play 9 golf shoes. Check them out, man. Love them. I absolutely love them. And guess what? You can't have them. They're mine. It is a bright, sunshiny day today, but a lot of times when you're golfing, there's this thing we call rain that comes down on you. Nothing worse than a soggy pair of shoes. Well, guess what? Armour-Phantoms. Well, guess what? Armour-Phantoms are waterproof. They have figured out how to create the very best material that keeps your feet dry on those rainy days. So that's just a side benefit of the Phantoms by Under Armour. This probably weighs about 1 gram. No, it weighs a little bit more than that, but that's what it feels like. It is so light and comfortable, unlike the old clumpy shoes our grandfathers wore to the golf clubs with the steel cleats in them. Under Armour has been known for years. Well, Jordan Spieth, just asked Jordan about his Under Armours. He loves them. They made tennis shoes, running shoes, training shoes for many years. Quality shoes that endurance athletes used. They've taken the same technology in running shoes, look how light those are, and applied them to their Phantom golf shoes. The traction on the bottom is incredible. The wide heel, they pride themselves on their extra wide heel with the Phantoms from Under Armour. What does that do for you? It gives you stability. It gives you comfort. If you watch how the foot, when it runs with their Under Armour training shoes, all that pressure comes from running. Same thing when you're golfing and you're walking 18 holes, playing 18 holes. When you walk, the heel hits first. It absorbs all that weight. Let's say you sink a 20-foot putt and you start running around like Happy Gilmore and doing the bull dance or whatever Happy Gilmore did. Guess what? Light, comfortable, waterproof shoes from Under Armour with their new Phantom. Stormproof is what they call them, is the way you want to go. They are so light. Look at them. They're like a tennis shoe on the golf course. Where these a couple weeks ago, it was incredible how light they were. I didn't even feel them on my feet the whole time. You know, seriously, if you're going to invest in a quality golf shoe, consider, for your consideration and your golf pleasure, the Under Armour Phantom waterproof, almost like a running shoe, Phantom by Under Armour. Golf shoes, check them out. When I say Italian leather, what does that say to you? It says quality, it says primo. Well, that's what you get with the Ducca del Cosma line of golf shoes. Classy, elegant, colorful, are some of the words that will come out of your mouth immediately when you open the box. Just the box, not even playing them yet. Italian leather, Ducca del Cosma. You know, people absolutely fall in love with their Duccas. This is my second pair of them. I love them. Ducca del Cosma, Italian leather. You know, when Ducca started making shoes, they made hiking shoes. For years, that was their ballywig, hiking shoes. They pride themselves on the fact that they've taken the same technology, the same comfort with their Italian line of leather shoes for hiking, and they've now applied that to their great golf shoes. Colorful, well, when you think of Italian, you think of Italians, you think of wonderful colors, flair, style, Italian leather. All those things translate to Ducca. They're wonderful golf shoes. Look at the cleats on the bottom of them. You know how you get those little nubs on some golf shoes lately and you're slipping and sliding? Not with Duccas. They combine comfort. They combine Italian leather. They combine style, comfort, style, colors, all into one great golf shoe.